Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Gates channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Now, let's jump straight into today's exciting update. Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of July 13th through July 17th promise a scorching wave of drama across Fairmont Crest, where dangerous secrets, emotional confrontations, and unexpected opportunities are about to collide. Anita Dupree will find herself facing a major conflict involving the Articulettes, while the Hamilton sisters desperately demand answers as a frightening medical crisis leaves their family shaken. The atmosphere is growing more intense by the moment, and with July sweeps pushing every storyline toward explosive new territory, no one seems safe from the chaos waiting around the corner. From a hospital room filled with uncertainty to a poisoning scheme that may finally be reaching its deadly goal, the coming week is packed with tension. And just when viewers think the drama cannot become any more outrageous, old rivalries and complicated family relationships erupt all over again. It is going to be one incredibly hot week in the world of Fairmont Crest, and the newly released Beyond the Gates preview video offers only a glimpse of the campy, emotional, and unpredictable drama that is about to unfold. The weekly preview begins on a deeply troubling note as Bill Hamilton lies in a hospital bed, his condition serious enough to leave the people who love him searching desperately for answers. Nearby, Chelsea Hamilton and Naomi Hawthorne speak with Dr. Madison Montgomery, hoping that the medical team can finally explain what is happening to their father. Unfortunately, Madison has no comforting answers to give them, admitting that they still do not know exactly what is wrong with Bill. The uncertainty only makes the situation more frightening, especially for Chelsea and Naomi, who can do little but wait while their father remains vulnerable in that hospital bed. Naomi makes it clear that both sisters are understandably anxious and simply want more information about Bill's condition, along with some idea of what the next steps will be. Their concern hangs heavily over the scene, creating the sense that something far more sinister may be happening beneath the surface. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Monday, July 13th, confirm that Bill will be rushed to the hospital, suggesting that Hayley Hamilton's poisoning plan may finally be working exactly as intended. While Bill's daughters worry about whether their father will recover, Hayley appears to be experiencing an entirely different emotion as her dangerous scheme moves closer to its horrifying objective. Instead of fear or concern, she is practically on cloud nine when she meets with her fellow schemer and cousin, Randy Parker. Randy, clearly aware of everything they have set in motion, looks for confirmation as he asks whether this could finally be the moment they have been waiting for. Hayley answers with a grin that reveals just how pleased she is with the situation, declaring that right now Bill may be knocking on death's door. It is a chilling contrast to the anxiety unfolding at the hospital, where Bill's family is desperately searching for answers, while Hayley privately celebrates the possibility that her plan could be succeeding. But the medical crisis surrounding Bill is only one piece of the drama about to consume Fairmont Crest, because the Articulettes are also returning during the week of July 13th. Tracy Tyler and Sharon Winger are shown arriving at the Dupree mansion, where they sit down with Anita Dupree and Vernon Dupree for a conversation that could open the door to an exciting new chapter. With Anita having fought her way through cancer, Tracy and Sharon want her to celebrate the victory in a bold and unforgettable way. They encourage Anita to mark the occasion of kicking cancer's booty by joining them on tour, offering her an opportunity filled with music, memories, and the possibility of reclaiming a joyful part of herself. Yet Anita does not immediately leap at the invitation. An uncertainty can be seen on her face as she considers everything such a decision might mean. Vernon, meanwhile, offers an approving smile, suggesting that he may be more than ready to support Anita if she chooses to embrace this unexpected opportunity. For Anita, however, the decision may not be as simple as packing a bag and heading out on tour with the Articulettes. After everything she has endured, this invitation represents far more than another performance opportunity. It could symbolize freedom, survival, and a chance to step back into the spotlight after facing one of the most difficult battles of her life. At the same time, leaving home and returning to that world may bring its own complications, especially when the Dupree family already has so much unfolding around them. Vernon's warm and approving reaction could give Anita the encouragement she needs, but her visible hesitation suggests that an internal conflict is already beginning to take shape. The Articulettes may see the tour as the perfect celebration of Anita's victory over cancer, yet Anita herself must decide whether she is emotionally ready to take that step. Whatever she ultimately chooses, the invitation promises to create another compelling storyline as the week unfolds. Then the preview shifts sharply from hope and celebration to a confrontation filled with jealousy, resentment, and painful truths as Hayley and Danny Dupree come face to face. The tension between these two women is impossible to ignore, especially with Bill's complicated history hanging over every word they exchange. Danny refuses to hold back, and with unmistakable confidence, she delivers a cutting observation designed to strike Hayley exactly where it hurts. She tells Hayley that she may have appealed to Bill's basic instincts, but despite everything that has happened, Bill clearly cannot get over Danny or the life they once shared together. Danny then drives the point home by telling Hayley that this is exactly what tears her up inside. It is a brutal emotional blow delivered with the kind of smug certainty that makes it almost impossible for Hayley to dismiss. As Bill's current wife, Hayley tries to act as though Danny's words mean nothing, brushing off the accusation with a laugh as if the entire idea is ridiculous. But beneath that outward display of confidence, Danny's words have landed exactly where they were intended to land. Deep down, the comment stings because the possibility that Bill may still be emotionally attached to Danny touches one of Hayley's deepest insecurities. No matter how much Hayley tries to shrug it off, the history between Bill and Danny cannot simply be erased, and Danny knows precisely how to use that history as a weapon. The confrontation becomes even more complicated when viewed alongside Bill's mysterious hospitalization and Hayley's secret poisoning plot. While Hayley may be celebrating the possibility that Bill is knocking on death's door, Danny's words prove that emotional wounds can still cut deeply, even in the middle of a much darker scheme. And just when it seems the weekly preview has delivered all the chaos viewers can handle, the final moments turn toward another explosive family confrontation involving Leslie Thomas, Ted Richardson, and Eva Thomas. Leslie and Ted are shown fighting directly in front of Eva, creating a tense and uncomfortable scene as their disagreement quickly spirals into something much bigger. Leslie attempts to downplay whatever happened, telling her daughter that Ted is simply being overly dramatic because she flirted a little. Ted, however, clearly sees the situation very differently and has no intention of allowing Leslie to minimize her behavior. His frustration erupts as he fires back that calling it a little flirty is an understatement, declaring that Jessica freaking Rabbit was more subtle. The outrageous comparison leaves no doubt about just how far Ted believes Leslie crossed the line. Caught in the middle of the argument, Eva can only watch as the situation becomes increasingly bizarre and uncomfortable. Whatever Leslie did, Ted's furious reaction suggests that this was far more than harmless flirting from his perspective, while Leslie seems determined to dismiss the entire situation as an overreaction. The tension reaches its peak when Eva finally loses her patience and yells, "What the hell, Mama?" It is the perfect chaotic ending to a preview filled with medical mysteries, secret schemes, jealousy, family conflict, and unexpected opportunities. From Bill's frightening collapse to Hayley's disturbing excitement, from Anita's Articulettes dilemma to Danny's emotional attack and Leslie's shocking behavior, every corner of Fairmont Crest seems ready to erupt. And as Beyond the Gates continues charging deeper into July sweeps, the chaos is clearly nowhere near finished. With Bill fighting an unexplained medical crisis and his daughters demanding answers, the biggest question may be how long Hayley can keep her poisoning scheme hidden. Chelsea and Naomi know something is terribly wrong with their father, but they have no idea that the danger may be much closer to Bill than anyone realizes. Meanwhile, Hayley's confidence could become her greatest weakness, especially if she grows careless while celebrating with Randy or allows her rivalry with Danny to distract her from protecting her secrets. Anita must also decide whether surviving cancer has given her a reason to return to the stage with the Articulettes, while Vernon's support could play an important role in whatever choice she makes. Elsewhere, Leslie's behavior has created yet another explosive mess, leaving Ted furious and Eva completely stunned by what she is witnessing. Beyond the Gate spoilers indicate that even more crazy moments are still ahead, and with the new CBS soap continuing to bring the chaos throughout July sweeps, the week of July 13th through July 17th promises drama that could change everything for the residents of Fairmont Crest. As the week moves forward, the shadow hanging over Bill Hamilton's hospital room is certain to grow darker, especially while the people closest to him remain completely unaware of the sinister forces working behind the scenes. Chelsea and Naomi may be focused on getting answers from Dr. Madison Montgomery, but every unanswered question only increases the tension surrounding their father's mysterious condition. For the Hamilton sisters, this is not simply another family crisis they can solve through determination or confrontation, because this time they are facing an enemy they cannot yet see. Bill's body is sending alarming signals. The doctors still do not know what is wrong, and precious time could be slipping away while Hayley continues hiding the truth. The emotional weight of the situation becomes even more powerful because viewers know what Bill's daughters do not, that his suffering may be the result of a calculated poisoning scheme. With every passing moment, the question becomes more urgent. Will someone uncover the truth before Hayley's plan reaches the point of no return? Hayley, meanwhile, appears dangerously confident as she watches the situation unfold, and that confidence may eventually become the very thing that threatens to expose her. Her conversation with Randy Parker reveals just how deeply invested she is in seeing Bill's condition deteriorate, and her grin as she suggests that he may be knocking on death's door paints a chilling picture of her state of mind. While the hospital is filled with anxiety and uncertainty, Hayley seems almost intoxicated by the possibility that everything she has plotted is finally coming together. Yet schemes this dangerous rarely remain buried forever, particularly when too many people are involved and too many emotions begin clouding careful judgment. Randy may be her fellow schemer and cousin, but every secret shared between them creates another potential crack in the foundation of their plan. If either one of them makes a mistake, the consequences could be devastating. Adding even more pressure to Hayley's already complicated world is Danny Dupree, who seems to understand exactly how to reach the insecurity buried beneath Hayley's confident exterior. Danny's words are not random insults thrown during an ordinary argument. They are carefully aimed at the one truth Hayley may fear most. Hayley may be Bill's current wife, but Danny shares a history with him that cannot simply be erased, and the life they once built together continues to cast a long shadow over the present. By insisting that Bill still cannot get over her, Danny forces Hayley to confront the possibility that winning Bill did not necessarily mean winning his entire heart. Hayley may laugh in an attempt to hide the pain, but the emotional wound is already there, and when jealousy, fear, and desperation begin mixing with a deadly secret, even the most carefully constructed plan can start falling apart. Across Fairmont Crest, Anita Dupree is facing a very different kind of turning point, one rooted not in darkness, but in the possibility of renewal. The invitation from Tracy Tyler and Sharon Winger gives Anita a chance to celebrate everything she has survived by reconnecting with the Articulettes and returning to the excitement of touring. After battling cancer, such an opportunity could represent a powerful declaration that her life is not defined by illness or fear, but by music, friendship, strength, and the future still waiting for her. Yet Anita's uncertainty shows that even joyful opportunities can carry emotional complications, especially after a life-changing experience. Vernon's approving smile offers a quiet sense of reassurance, suggesting that he wants Anita to embrace whatever makes her feel alive again. Still, the ultimate decision belongs to Anita, and whatever she chooses could open an entirely new chapter in her journey. At the same time, the confrontation between Leslie Thomas and Ted Richardson promises to create its own ripple effects, particularly because Eva Thomas is forced to witness the entire explosive exchange. Leslie may insist that she only flirted a little, but Ted's furious response makes it obvious that he believes the situation crossed a much more serious line. His outrageous Jessica Rabbit comparison brings a burst of campy humor to the argument, yet underneath the comedy is genuine frustration and emotional tension. Eva's shocked reaction captures the absurdity of the moment as she realizes that her mother may have created yet another complicated mess. Her cry of "What the hell, mama?" becomes more than a funny closing line. It reflects the disbelief of someone suddenly caught between two people whose conflict is spiraling out of control. Whatever Leslie did, the consequences may not disappear simply because she chooses to laugh them off. All of these storylines are unfolding at the same time, creating the sense that Fairmont Crest is rapidly approaching another major breaking point. Bill's medical emergency could expose a deadly conspiracy. Danny's words could push Hayley into an even more desperate emotional state, and Anita's decision about the Articulettes could change the direction of her life after surviving cancer. Meanwhile, Leslie and Ted's confrontation threatens to pull Eva deeper into a family conflict she never expected to witness in such dramatic fashion. Every character seems to be standing at a crossroads with one decision, one revelation, or one careless mistake capable of changing everything. The week of July 13th through July 17th is therefore shaping up to be far more than another collection of dramatic encounters. It could become the week when secrets begin cracking, relationships are tested, and carefully hidden truths move dangerously close to the surface. For Bill, however, the stakes remain the highest of all, because while everyone else is fighting emotional battles, he may be fighting for his very life. His daughters want information, the doctors want answers, and Hayley appears to want an outcome that no loving wife should ever desire. The terrifying irony is that the person who should be standing beside Bill during his most vulnerable moment may know far more about his condition than the medical professionals desperately trying to save him. If Hayley truly believes that Bill is approaching death's door, then her poisoning scheme may have entered its most dangerous phase yet. But the closer a plan comes to completion, the greater the risk that someone will notice the pieces that do not fit. One suspicious detail could be enough to turn a mysterious medical emergency into an investigation that Hayley never anticipated. And that is where the coming drama becomes even more explosive, because Beyond the Gates has positioned these characters in a world where secrets rarely stay hidden forever. Hayley can smile with Randy and pretend everything is going according to plan, but Chelsea and Naomi's determination to understand what happened to their father could eventually lead them toward uncomfortable questions. Danny can continue challenging Hayley and reminding her of Bill's past, potentially pushing an already dangerous woman into even more unpredictable behavior. Anita can consider stepping back into the spotlight, embracing a future filled with music and celebration after one of the hardest battles of her life. Leslie can dismiss her flirting as harmless, but Ted's reaction suggests that this conflict may have consequences neither of them can simply laugh away. Every storyline carries its own emotional fire, and together they promise a week overflowing with suspense, humor, heartbreak, and classic soap opera chaos. As July sweeps continue, viewers should expect the pressure to rise across every corner of Fairmont Crest. The hospital mystery surrounding Bill could become the center of a much larger storm, especially if his condition worsens before Madison and the medical team discover the truth. Hayley may feel victorious now, but victory built on deception can disappear in an instant when the wrong person begins asking the right questions. Danny's confidence could make her an even greater threat to Hayley, whether she realizes the full extent of the danger or not. Anita's Articulettes opportunity offers a rare ray of hope amid the darkness, while Leslie, Ted, and Eva bring another layer of unpredictable family chaos to the week, with emotions running high and secrets becoming increasingly difficult to contain. Beyond the Gates is setting the stage for consequences that could reach far beyond July 17th. So, as the new week begins, one thing is certain: life in Fairmont Crest is about to become even more unpredictable. Bill's fate hangs in the balance. Chelsea and Naomi are desperate for answers, and Hayley is privately celebrating a situation that could ultimately destroy her if the truth comes out. Danny refuses to surrender the emotional history she shares with Bill, while Anita must decide whether surviving cancer means it is finally time to reclaim the stage and celebrate life on her own terms. Leslie's supposedly harmless flirting has Ted furious and Ava demanding an explanation, ensuring that even the lighter moments arrive wrapped in explosive drama. The secrets are deeper, the confrontations are sharper, and the emotional stakes are rising with every scene. And if this preview is only a taste of what Beyond the Gates has planned for the week of July 13th through July 17th, then viewers should prepare for a dramatic ride through betrayal, danger, hope, laughter, and the kind of unforgettable chaos that only Fairmont Crest can deliver.